Today I'm going to do partially I'm going to do a review on the doll I have, but I'm also going to show what I've done with it. Uh, what it is Our Generation Rafael. Now, when I bought Raphael during the time when when they were starting to release 18-inch boy dolls, and I wanted to try all the different brands. At the time, Raphael was not in production, so I wound up spending $70 on Amazon to get one. And then about a month or two later, they started coming out in mass at Target and all places, and they're $25. And I believe they're still out. From what I can see, they seem to still be out, and they're still just $25. So, Raphael, a lot of people were not very happy with Raphael when he first came out. He's an Our Generation doll. But what the main complaint was is that they said Raphael just looks like a girl doll who had his hair hacked off. And even though his clothes should have been masculine looking, somehow it still looked like girls' clothing. So Raphael's UPC was 062243333321. So, so people didn't really like his outfit. My girl Deanna here is wearing his outfit now. I have to think it looks a lot better on her. So his outfit consisted of a kind of a sleeveless jacket. The purple material, it wouldn't, if he was out in the cold, it wouldn't really keep him very warm because it's a very light material, but it has a hoodie. And then he had a black and white long sleeve shirt and gray sweatpants. And then he came with, which my boy Patrick here is modeling, black plastic shoes, but they had real green laces. And so that was the clothing. But on Raphael, it just wasn't really that flattering. Another complaint people had about him was his hair. Now, this is what I've done with him. Now, Raphael has recently had more baths. I've washed him a few times, and I've washed his hair. And I've gotten out the hair gel that they put on him. When he first came, he had this icky hair gel in the front of his bangs. Now, the thing is that it kept his bangs from going into his face. So, but it was stiff. I mean, it was just really nasty and all that. And it also kind of, it wasn't flattering. The good news is, if you get this doll, you can wash it out. Now, I've washed him now, and it's all very, his hair's actually very nice, quite pretty. I never really noticed the color before. So, I didn't like his outfit, and Deanna actually looked better in his outfit than he did, so I crocheted him an outfit. So this is it. Now, I was pretty proud of myself. I'm a beginner crocheter, and I did this without a pattern. Now, I've hit a lot of my flaws. His sleeves are a little too long. And then, on top of it, his shirt wound up, when it was funny, when I was trying it on, it seemed long enough, but he's kind of got a shirt that shows his belly. So, that was the disadvantage. But, I mean, really, I'm kind of thrilled, considering I did it without a pattern, and considering I'm a beginner crocheter. I thought it turned out very well. Okay, so, if you can see, I've given him a Jedi braid. Now, I learned my lesson with Siobhan. This is not glued in. This is attached to his bangs, his front bangs, with a rubber band. And I also have a piece of cord that I wound the braid with. I took a hair extension and with a rubber band attached it to his bangs. This is nice because now that he no longer has the hair gel, his bangs were always in his face, so his face was always being covered. That's the disadvantage of washing out the hair gel. So normally Jedi braids actually go into the back, like it should be back here, but attaching it to the front bangs helps keep the hair out of his face. Now, our generations are, if you don't know, 18-inch dolls. One thing that's kind of interesting about them, well, there's several things about our generation days if you're not familiar with the dolls that you should know. They're a little stockier. I kind of struggle these days with using politically correct terms compared to other dolls that are a little narrower, in width. These are, a little stockier dolls. They have wider feet. They can usually fit into other doll brands' clothes, but it will be tight. However, with shoes, they have very wide feet, so they don't, if you have a Journey girl, they're not going to be able, they might be able to fit into the outfit. It might be a little tight, but they're not going to be able to fit into the shoes. They're also a little bit on the square side, particularly like right here. And that's the boys and the girls. I have, several Our Generation dolls. Now, one thing you should know, if you give them baths, you have to be very careful about their eyes. They have, as you can see, they have closing eyes. It's very hard when you're washing their hair not to get water in their eyes. I try not to, but it's just inevitable. You have to make sure to drain them, like doing this. You have to see them, oh dear. You have to make them kind of look like they're crying, because if you don't get the water out, then it starts interfering with the eye closing. I don't know why, but it does. And then they start having this thing where they're standing up and one eye's closed and the other one's open, and it just looks weird. I've also had a problem with some of them where after a while it seems like one leg becomes longer than the other. It's like, I don't know. I don't know it's how they're positioned or something. So that's the problem with them. But otherwise, they're very nice dolls. Excuse me, folks. The outfit I made for him, it's got a white crochet shirt under in it, and I put Velcro on the back of the shirt. I had to glue it with a glue gun, because I just found it very hard to sew with a crochet. And then I made this kind of it goes through, it's a pull-on kind of, I don't know if it's really a vest because it's not attached to the sides. It's just kind of maybe like, well, it's not a cape. I don't know what you would call this. It's just kind of a drape, But it's not, it doesn't come to the sides. It's just a part that goes in the front and the back. And then, so all this is crocheted. And then I made him a belt from felt and some foam. And of course that's Velcro, and that goes around and kind of secures it. And then he has crocheted pants. And then I made him, excuse me. Then I made him some boots, and these again are felt, and I kind of used a magenta sewing thread, and foam for the bottom. So this is my Jedi Rafael, and I really like this outfit a lot better on him than the outfit he came with. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and stay tuned for more videos.